Stop being scared, because the biggest opportunities in your life are always going to scare you at first. So what if the thing that's stopping you from changing your life in a meaningful way isn't your lack of talent, discipline, or confidence? What if it's the fact that you've become addicted to comfort and to certainty? Because I've just flown home from Belfast after taking a boxing fight on 24 hours notice against a much heavier opponent in a different country. I've got stitches in my nose, busted up eye, my nose is smashed, my body's battered, yet I feel more alive and charged up than I have done in months. Not because I won, but because I said yes to an opportunity that scared me. Now I've got opportunities and connections coming out of my ears, because most people spend their whole lives addicted to discomfort, and you keep on wondering why nothing changes. So if you're serious about changing your body, your mind, and your money, and let this video be the wake-up call that you've been needing. And if this is hitting home, hit the subscribe button, because this channel is all about helping you become aligned across body, mind, money, using all the lessons I've learned through blood, sweat, tears on my journey. Because 24 hours before I took that fight, I could have said no easily and nobody would have blamed me. Short notice, heavier opponent, different country, so many different excuses I could have pulled out the bag. And that's exactly why I knew in my heart and in my head that I had to do it. Because every single time I've changed my life in a meaningful way, it started with an uncomfortable decision. Getting sober, walking into a gym, posting my first video, sending that awkward outreach message that made me feel a bit nervous, speaking on stage to an audience, starting my coaching business. None of these things felt comfortable. They felt terrifying. But comfort has never changed my life or anybody else's. And here's what I realized. You don't actually want growth. You want the rewards that growth brings without having to actually experience the discomfort that creates it in the first place. You say you want confidence, but you avoid those situations and then opportunities and then moments that make you feel insecure and scared. You say you want more money, but you avoid the sales conversations because the rejection makes you feel uncomfortable. You say you want a better body, but you negotiate yourself every morning when the alarm goes off or when it's time to eat a healthy meal instead of that shit food. You say you want inner peace, but you keep feeding your brain stress and distraction. You say you want a different life, a happier life, whilst protecting all the systems and the habits that created the one that you're living right now. That's insanity. Because every major opportunity in my life that's helped me transform my life in a meaningful way looked like a bad idea at first. The boxing fights, the businesses, the people I've met, the opportunities that came afterwards. None of them came from sitting at home waiting until I felt ready. They came because I started stepping into uncertainty. Because people think confidence comes first, but it doesn't. Action comes first. Confidence is simply what the action leaves behind. So think about your own life for a second. How many opportunities have you talked yourself out of? How many conversations never happened? How many businesses got started? How many relationships ended before they even began because the fear made the decision for you? Fear has cost you more than failure ever has, because failure teaches you valuable lessons. Fear just keeps you stuck in the same place. So if you're enjoying this video, hit the subscribe button. Every day I'm uploading videos that help ambitious men like you become more aligned across body, mind, money, because that's exactly what changed my life and all my clients' lives. So let's talk about comfort, because it's seductive because it feels safe, but comfort's got an invisible price. Every day you stay comfortable, your confidence gets weaker, your standards get lower, and your excuses start getting stronger and stronger until eventually you convince yourself that your small life is all that you're capable of. Not because it's true, but because you repeated it for long enough. Because when I look back on my own life, when I was stuck in addiction to drugs, it wasn't just the drugs, it was the comfort. Even though that life was completely destroying me mentally, physically, financially, it was familiar, and my brain preferred familiar pain over unfamiliar growth. And that's exactly how so many people, yourself included, are living today. Different addictions, same psychology, scrolling, procrastinating, overthinking, waiting, overeating. Comfort is the same drug. And the biggest lesson from this fight I've just had in Belfast is that life rewards courage far more than it rewards caution. Yes, I've come home with stitches. Yes, I've come home with new contacts, new opportunities, new self-belief, new respect for myself. A reminder that I can handle way more than I think if I just jump in the deep end and learn how to swim. You could never earn those feelings sitting on your sofa at home. And here's where all this links into alignment, because your body grows through resistance, your mind grows through uncertainty, and your money grows through uncomfortable conversations. Do you notice the pattern? Everything worthwhile, something comes from something from you first. Life rarely gives before it asks. I know some of you have been watching this, have been thinking about making some sort of change for months. You know exactly what it is. Could be starting that business, could be getting sober, could be leaving the job, could be getting back in shape or into shape for the first time, sorting your finances out, repairing your relationship. You don't need another motivational video. You need to make one brave decision, just one, because one decision starts to change everything. The momentum, the trajectory. It changes your habits. Well, your habits change your identity, and your identity eventually changes your life. And here's the truth. Yes, you're probably going to get hurt and embarrassed. Not always physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. People are always going to doubt you. Sometimes your plans won't work. Sometimes you'll lose. I've got stitches in my face to prove that taking risks isn't always comfortable and safe. But I'd rather have scars from living and taking risks than regrets from hiding. The saddest thing isn't failing, it's reaching 80 years old and wondering, what if I'd have just gone for it? I refuse to live my life like that without ever taking a chance. And I hope that you don't either, because there's a big old world out there waiting for you to bless it with your personality and your passion for life. So here's my challenge. Stop asking, what if it goes wrong? And start asking yourself, what if this changes everything for me and sets a domino effect of good things happening? Because one opportunity can, one conversation, one flight, one fight, one decision, one uncomfortable moment completely alter the direction and the trajectory of your life. So if you're sick of feeling like you're capable of doing, being and having more, but you can't seem to build that momentum, that's exactly why I created my Power Hour Breakthrough Call in the first place. For 60 minutes, we go deep into your body, your mind, and your money, and we identify exactly where you're leaking momentum and what's keeping you stuck. And we build a plan that actually fits your life. Most men leave with more clarity than they've had in years, and it sounds like just what you need. The link's in the description, or comment the word breakthrough on here or on Instagram, and we can have a conversation about if it's a good fit for you. Because your next chapter won't begin when you feel ready. It begins the moment that you stop letting comfort make your decision. So I'll see you in the next video, but don't bother clicking on the next video. If you're not going to click the link in the description, go and do the alignment audit or book a Power Hour Breakthrough Call. Let's go.